Welcome in everyone to the July 12th, season 3, show 27 of the year. Uh, Welcome to the Fly for Fun show. Tonight's guests, we got two guys that are big supporters of a lot of drone channels and very, very knowledgeable about drones. And we're going to get their views on of course, a lot of topics. And of course, about the Air 3, got a lot of news about that coming out. Lon Denard and Matty Cundiff. So we'll get Matty and Lon in here in a few minutes. Want to welcome in everybody. And of course, we'll do the baby flyer about 45 minutes into the show. And we're actually going to do a segment with guess the flyer without the picture. And I'll give some hints. So, I need some more baby pictures, but I do have one for tonight. I got a couple left, but if you want to send a baby picture, but we'll also do this segment. Ray, and I do want to announce, we're not doing the, I'm going to ditch the 107 questions for a while. We've been doing them for about 3 years. So we're going to just change up a little bit. And we'll do that as 2 segments. So we'll add those names into the hat once a month for a prize. We'll do a Amazon gift card this month. I think it'll be fine. That's what we'll give away tonight. I do want to say we are giving away a Pro Plus 128 gigabyte memory card here, and it compliments Miss Nora Wilson. She is a friend of mine, and she watches the show. She donated 6 of these, so we'll give one away tonight, and we'll give them away in the next couple shows also. But we'll give one away tonight. And hashtag Lon and Matty. I think Lon had these were on sale at Amazon.
Oh, he gave us the big tip on that. I bought 2 for myself.
I ordered some anyway, but it's a great giveaway prize. It's definitely something everybody can use. So we want to thank Miss Nora for that. I'm sure she's listening. She never participates in the chat, but she is a big supporter of a lot of drone channels. So she donated 6 of these. So we'll get this out to you. Whoever wins it, of course, USA only shipping. If you from somewhere else in Canada or whatever, you can enter and you can give it to one of your friends in the U.S. But anyway, we'll give that away. Let's see. Happy birthdays, Christina, Al's daughter.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Her birthday, and Sean Isles had a birthday a couple of days ago. And let's see, the drone guide is out. If you need a copy, I'll get it to you. Fly for Fun group page. We'll you post your drone related content out there. What else? The South Florida Drone Meetup, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Of course, the 6th is the main day, that Saturday. The 5th is a meet night that we meet and greet there at the Sticks Billiard Hall.
Yeah.
And then the 7th, we'll fly on Sunday, and then actually Monday they finish up with a fishing trip. So if you want any more information about that, hit me or Ray or Matty or Brad or Bill Renane, and we'll get you all the information. I think the hotel still has some rooms as far as I know, Ray.
Yeah, they do, and they gave us that same great rate, $139 for a room, 3 years in a row now. I think the suites are all sold out, but yeah.
Yeah, somebody actually booked a suite. I think the other day the girl let them have. They still had a few, but I think she did tell you that.
Yeah, Marcus got a suite. Yeah,
Marcus is coming, so we'll and Gary. I think Gary and Bo Short are coming from Canada, and we have some international guys coming. Steve
from the UK.
Yeah. So
Steve and Terry Horse.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Hey, Ray, what you got going on?
We got, before I tell that, but we got a lot of people watching already, Johnny. So let's say hello to them.
All right, let's do that.
Chris, Have Drone Will Fly. How you doing? And Jody, Drone Shots. Good to see you. And Zach Key, Sammy, all the way out in California is watching. And,
I saw Sammy in here.
And Michael, Fly Zone. Good to see you. And Angie, Lost Girl Adventures, how you doing? And Lance Cardena, how you doing? Good to see you. And John Olson, my good buddy from Long Island here. How you doing, John? And I see Jerry Bauer and Mr. Crowley and his drone. Sean, how you doing? Or Sid? He's going by Sid now, I think. But anyway, and Fly Guy Merrill, how you doing? And we got Brad in the house. Always good to see Brad. How you doing? Henry Mills, how you doing? Steve Knowles, Waypoint, New England. Brian, how you doing? And Bob Casey, good old Bob, how you doing?
Bob.
Yeah, and Dennis Brooks, how you doing? Jonathan Jackson, Gary Sullivan's in the house, and Gary, a small world. I mean, Al's down in Tennessee, and Gary Sullivan runs into him in Tennessee. Can you imagine that? So they flew together down there. That was great. But anyway, John Flying Flynn Media, he's in the house. Always good to see John. And I'm sporting your shirt, John. And thank you again for it. I appreciate it. And Angel's in the house.
Angel, yeah.
Home guy 42. How you doing? And Joel, Mr. Skyfly. And I don't want to miss anybody. I'm going up the list. I go too fast. I'll miss somebody. Joe Fortaleo. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you. And you were lucky enough to fly with Johnny this week.
Joe stopped by the house yesterday on his way to Tennessee. Man, we had lunch, and I took him on a little golf cart tour of the university here, and I cooked some lollipop chicken drumsticks for Joe. So we had a good time. We had a great time hanging out.
Yeah, John. That's good. I got a kick out of you guys eating those lollipop chicken. I'm telling you.
There's Joe and I. We didn't believe it or not. We didn't fly. I did put the Mini 3 Pro up and took that picture, but we just he was wanting to get from point A to point B as fast as he could, so he stopped about an hour, and so yeah, we had fun though.
Yeah, I tell you, that's good. Anyway, who else did I see? Jim's droning. How you doing? Good to see you. And Marcus is in the house. How you doing, Marcus? Good to see you. Yeah. And let's see who else. And I know if I go to Alan,
Lloyd was in here first. Ray, I gotta mention that Lloyd was in here, very first one.
Cool. And we got Barkley in the house. 107 Drones and Gary Brand Aerials. How you doing, Trucker Steve? Wherever you are.
Uncle Bill was in the house.
Hey, Bill, how you doing? Good to see you, Bill.
Captain Joe,
good to see you.
Hey, I know why Sammy is here.
Rick Williamson, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Ray. I said I know why Sammy is here. He's trying to learn something from Matty. He figured Matty's on the show. He'll learn how to fly that FPV drone.
Yeah, there you go. I know. But anyway, and Ross coming to us all the way from Australia.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, we don't want to leave those guys in the back room too long. But I do want to tell you about the little meetup I had last night. I had a little meetup with Jeff Norman. He invited me to go fly with him. He wanted to do some time lapses at a secret spot, and that secret spot is the Jones Beach Tower. It's a pretty well-known landmark here on Long Island. And we went in there and we got some shots during sunset, and he actually taught me how to do a time lapse. I've never done that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I saw y'all.
And we had a good time. Obviously we talked, and he really knows his drones. I got to say that. In photography, he's a professional photographer.
Yeah. He's got some. He's got Autel drones, right? I mean,
Well, he has an Autel Light. He flew that, and he had a Mini 3 Pro, and he flew that also. He did time lapses with both of them, and yeah, he knows his stuff, no doubt about it.
Jonathan Jackson, welcome in. Yeah.
Hey, John, how you doing? But anyway, it was a good time.
Yeah, y'all, Ray. So was that the first hyper lap you ever done, or you just never?
Yeah. Well, he actually was teaching me. He was doing it more or less, and I was watching him, and I didn't realize how easy it was, really.
Yeah,
I could have been doing it.
I love shooting them. I know. Billy loves shooting those. Too.
But I'm amazed at all the photos it takes. I mean, 25 for each second.
I think it's 25. Amazing. Yeah, it sets up at 5. I think 5 seconds. But yeah, you gotta shoot a pretty good amount of to make it look good. But yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, Greg Pittman's in the house. How you doing? And Lee, Yellow Rose Drones. How you doing?
Michael Fly Zone. Yeah, okay. All right, Ray, let's get Matty and Lon in here. We'll bring them both in together. And these guys are big supporters of a lot of channels. And, Matty, took to that FPV like man, he learned pretty damn quick. I know we always bragging on him, but he really, really can fly. And he enjoys it.
We're going to get some good inside scoop. Because Lon, he knows a lot. He just knows a lot, and he knows a lot about this Air 3, and hopefully he's going to share it with us.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's welcome in Lon and Matty.
Hey,
Gentlemen.
Lon, Matty.
Look at
How
this.
you doing?
Are you giving away some too, Lon?
I ain't got shit to
No.
show here.
That was
Lon,
a good
that
little.
was-
That was a good little shopping tip you gave us
Yeah,
the
that was
other
a
night.
good shopping
Yeah.
tip. Lon, I think this one though, this is a brand new pack, but this writes a little bit faster than the. I mean, the other one is fine too, but I think this is a little bit newer version, right?
Right. They hold on a second.
Yeah, the prime.
That's it.
They had a lower version for $9.99.
Right. Yeah, I heard about that. That's the old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the old and the new ones?
The new ones are faster.
Oh, okay.
Faster.
I think the read speed was 170, and this
Right.
is 180. I believe.
180. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a hell of a price for an.
Yeah. But we got something to give away, and we'll give one away, of course, tonight. Hashtag Lon and Matty, and we'll get that to you in the mail tomorrow. But so Lon, what's going on?
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
hanging. I was in Tampa over the weekend, and back to work. The usual.
So how was Tampa? Is there anything that you can share, or is it all like top
It
secret?
was hot.
It was hot.
It was
Yeah,
hot.
It's hot.
It
it's
was
been
hot.
hot every.
It was hot, son. It was hot.
It is scorching out there, bro.
Hey, Matty, before we get too far in, we do have a something. Somebody, one of our I say drone buddies, or one of our compadres here passed away, and I'll let you.
Yes, sir. He today pancreatic cancer got the best of him. He's been fighting it for months, actually a few years, and his body finally gave out yesterday. He just turned 57 on July 1st, which is a pretty young age to go. So
Yeah, and Mike was in. I know he was in a lot of streams.
he was,
a lot of
always.
support.
He started the Air 2S Army. Nicknames Major Matty and General Lon. He started that a while back, and that's what he used to call us. But
yeah,
he will be missed. He was a good guy, very good guy. I had that made for me, and he sent it to me just out of the blue. So
Nice.
it's something I'll definitely hold on to. But
And Matty, you actually messaged him, I believe, on his birthday. You said, right?
Yeah, I talked to him on his birthday. He was in good spirits, but his body was just slowly failing. Yeah, lost a lot of weight. He was still flying though. He still kept flying.
Hey, you got to give him credit there.
Yeah. He didn't let it bug him down to where he was rested or anything. He was out flying.
57. Wow, that's yeah.
It's unfortunate. Life can be unfair and cruel at times, but
so
it's
keep his
part of
family,
it.
keep your family in his prayers. I just saw on Facebook that his page is still up and running. A lot of people, saying prayers for his family and stuff. So yeah, keep them in.
Hey,
Yep.
we got Sergio in the house. How you doing, Sergio?
Yeah.
What's up, Serge?
All right.
Yeah,
So Lon, I know you went to Tampa. You just hanging out.
Did you do any flying? Did you do any flying while you were in
Did you
Tampa?
do some flying? Yeah.
Yeah. It was about, I don't know, maybe 100 gigs worth.
Oh wow.
Not a ton. It rained one day, the whole day.
Yeah.
Florida for you, one whole day it rains. So.
Tell me you had about 8 hours worth of fly footage, right? Something like that. About 8 hours.
That was Pittsburgh. That was New York. That was New York. I had 8 hours worth of footage.
I thought
I had maybe 2 or 3 hours worth of footage here.
Oh,
I thought you just bought drones and didn't fly them. I mean, I was just,
Who, me? Stop looking in the mirror. Stop looking in the mirror because you're talking about you, buddy.
Mr. Buyer, as Lon says.
The buyer.
Johnny Drone Buyer.
I haven't bought it. Well, I did buy the Avata, I never bought the Mavic 3, so I'm waiting for Lon to sell his. I mean, he's gonna get rid of
The
the
Mavic 3.
Yeah.
Well, I probably could and just get the Mavic 3 Pro.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
Hey, Lon, let me ask you this: do you like the Mavic 3 Pro that much more than the Mavic 3?
No, that's why I don't have it. I mean,
okay.
I get the focal length is cool. Don't get me wrong. It's very cool. That 3 times is
right.
The 7 times, but the 3 times it's cool. But
how often are you going to use it?
Well, these guys, when you use it, you like it. That's
Right.
the thing.
Right.
It's like anything. Everything's a gimmick unless you use it. Like, you know what I mean? Everything's a gimmick. Everything's worthless. Everything's, whatever until you use it. And then you go, oh, okay. But it is pretty cool. It's just, I don't miss it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't miss it. I'm not like, oh my God, I wish I had the 3-time zoom,
Well,
Right.
you got quite a few drones, though, right, Lon? How many drones do
No.
you have in your fleet? No.
Not
No,
anymore.
I sold all my drones, man.
We got rid of
Okay.
all of them.
Shit, I got old ones. I got my Parrot AR drone, and I got like stuff like that. But I don't have any modern drones at all.
Well, I tell you one thing.
Wrong
I know you don't have one of these.
I do.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Striker
striker.
spy drone. This was my first drone, and I know Matty had this one too.
I still have it. There it is.
Lon, you got the Femi. You still still have the Femi?
Oh, the Femies. God, let me check the garbage can. See if they come and got the dumpster yet.
Chan Dynasty, welcome in. Who else? I see Mark
How you
White,
doing, Bill?
Buckeye, Rick Williamson, welcome in.
And Michael,
No,
Michael
okay,
Wright, how
Lon.
you doing?
Lon, let's get forward. We know there've been a lot of speculation on the Air 3. Today some spec came out. So I'm gonna pull those specs up and I'm gonna let you kind of read them off or see what you think.
And laugh.
Laugh at some of them.
All right,
Yeah,
well here we
laugh at some
go.
of them.
This is it.
So far, that's looking good. Yeah, that's looking good.
It's gonna be a nice drone, I think.
It's a good looking drone.
It is. It's a little,
Right.
mini
Right
Mavic.
here. Wide angle. 3 times medium telly. Subjects that tell a story. They got a little sentence behind every one of these things. Omnidirectional. So what's Matty and I talked about, and that's something Matty said. I mean, I wouldn't say is full 360. That I mean, they don't want to say that, but it is pretty close, is what they would say.
Yeah, it's not as good as the Mavic 3.
Right, because
Mavic
it
3
actually
has extra sensors that's going up.
Right.
Yeah. It'll be Omni, but it won't be Mavic 3, without a doubt.
Dual camera, 4K, 60 frames a second, HDR videos, effortlessly imaging.
Now I'm gonna assume that's 4K 60 only in HDR, because it actually shoots higher than that. But I'm assuming the 4K 60 is the highest you can go, which is gonna be nice.
Yeah, that makes sense in HDR mode. That's really interesting, the wording of that. I don't know where they got this sheet from,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about the wording on that. Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is like, oh, it's going to be 4K 60? Yeah, of course it's going to be 4K 60. I mean, what?
Right.
I mean, what? So some
The
of
way
this
they
stuff is
worded
a
that,
little
though,
bit
yeah,
Yeah,
you would
it's a
think that
weird
you would
wording.
think 4K 60 was the max it can do because of
like
the way
it's
it's
a big
worded.
deal.
Right.
It's like 4K 60, yes, so.
The
4K
battery.
60 HDR though is going to be pretty nice.
Yeah.
I would think.
Battery
Battery
time
life.
looks good. Yeah.
46
I said
minutes.
everybody's
Yeah,
been
long,
saying.
long flight time, the battery, right?
I think
Well,
46
for
seems
40
long.
minutes, 45, 46 minutes, right?
Well,
I think 46 minutes is long, but I'm not 100%. You know what I mean? But I think 46 is long because that's what the Mavic 3 is 46.
so what do you think? Maybe 40 to 42 average,
Something like that.
something like that.
I think your real flight time is probably going to be 35 to 40.
35
Yeah.
to 40, which is still
40, yeah.
good flight time.
That's stupid amounts of time. I
Right.
mean, I got an AR drone over there, that Parrot. It was the first ready-to-fly consumer purchasable drone. 5 minutes on a good day. 5 minutes on a good day.
Right.
And you waited 3 hours for the batteries to charge. 3-4 hours of the battery charge, you got maybe 5-6 minutes out of the thing. So, yeah, that's just stupid amount.
All right, it says dual camera, 48 megapixel photos, superior details. What does that mean, Lon?
Yeah, same thing as it does on the Mini 3 Pro.
Okay.
The 1/1.3 48 megapixel quad bear, sensor.
Yep.
As far as that goes.
New 04 video transmission, more range and more stability.
Yep.
That's going to be nice.
Those antennas on the RC controller there, that's going to bring in.
Yeah, they made a good
More
choice by
range.
doing that. by pulling
Yeah.
the antennas external
Yeah.
from the original RC. That was a good choice.
Yeah, the RC original is not the. I mean, it's okay.
It works,
Yeah.
but not as good as it could. They fixed here.
Well, it's just funny because everybody's ranting and raving about how awesome it was there were no antennas when that RC came out.
And yeah, well then, yeah.
And now everybody's complaining because there aren't antennas. You know what I mean? It's just funny.
Right. Oh,
It's
I'm not
funny.
getting the same. Not getting
Well,
the
you had
same
a
range.
feeling. You had a feeling it wasn't going to get as good a range with no antennas, right?
The specs said that it wasn't going to get as good a range. If
Right.
you look at the specs and you look at the radio broadcast band, wavelength or whatever, I can't think of the word. You should know, Ray. You know how strong a radio wave, the dBs. I can't think of
Yeah.
what
No,
they call
I
it.
know.
Yeah, it was not as high. It wasn't even close. You know, so you
Yeah,
had, and it was $300, fellas.
Yeah, 309. Yeah.
You know,
$300.
the big question though is the price. What do we think the price is really going to be? Anybody have any
No, in
idea?
DJI, I haven't seen numbers on the remote by itself or the whole package.
The whole
The remote
package.
by
Is that what-
itself, who knows? You know, my guess is going to be right around the same price as the last.
That's what I would figure.
No, in
about the
DJI,
same.
maybe
Extra couple
350,
bucks
something
more.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Agree.
guess, though. I don't know. I haven't seen any numbers on individual parts.
Right.
The
Yeah, they
rumored price for the whole Flymore with the DJI RC2 was rounding around $1,520 or 15 something, 15 and change, low 15 and change. That's what the rumored
That
price.
sounds about right because
Yeah.
the Air 2S was 13 something with the RCN1, the Flymore combo was, right?
Yeah.
It was just under $1,400 if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So it was like 1388 or whatever it was. I
Yeah,
forget.
because
So-
the Flymore is like 270. I don't know. It was like between 250 and 300. The last
Right.
Flymore, it seemed like, you know, the last few.
Use the Air 2S.
Yeah.
The Air 2S, I believe the Flymore brand new was $1,299. I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's call it 1,300.
Yeah.
So they're saying what, $100 more
Right.
with the RC with the screen
With the
in it?
RC.
Yeah, with the screen in, double the flight time.
And they're going to make you buy it with the controller, right? Yeah, you can't buy just.
They always
the drone.
do first time around.
Right.
First
Gotta
release
wait a
is
while.
always going to go like that.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not going to
Be
get that.
Michael Wright. You know.
Yeah, you won't
Be
get that
Michael
for a while.
Wright.
All right, it says 3 times medium tele camera.
Yeah, that's just the 3X. It's the same as the Mavic 3 Pro.
Gotcha.
So they're both 1/1.3 inch sensors.
2.8 aperture.
One's got a 2.8, one's got a 1.7. Correct.
Yep.
Yep. Line, it says right there, both cameras are capable of delivering 48 megapixel photos filled with true to life details that look great and allow seamless cropping and post for those who need it.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people that can do some good stuff with those cameras if they're good at it, you know, with the cropping and the 3 times zoom. There's going to be some cool shots you can make with those two.
So, Lon, let me ask you this. I know on Monday night on Drone Nation, I think you were in there. So, a lot of people were wigging out because it wasn't 1 inch sensor. So, I mean, better technology. Could it be better even though it's a smaller sensor? Low light. It has night
Night mode. It has night mode.
So
yeah.
you know, I mean, is that people wigging out for no reason at all?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. You know, I can't really say, okay, but let's just say the DJI's got a rabbit in the hat. You know what I'm saying? And once everybody finds out what it is, I can't believe they haven't figured it out yet. all these links, it's pretty funny. But once they pull the rabbit out of the hat, everybody's going to be like,
I got to get it. it.
There's a leak out that this also does vertical video. So it does 2.7K vertical.
That would be a crop then, though. That'd be crop. Any drone can do that, technically, with firmware. You know, it's a crop. If it's 2.7, it's cropped, right?
Yeah. So part of their leak is what they were saying is it's 2.7K vertical video they can get out of it.
Yeah. Altel did the same thing. You know, they got a cropped vertical, which is okay. You know, for most 99% of the population, when they're doing vertical video, they're posting it to Instagram and TikTok and YouTube Shorts or whatever. So
Right.
Why would you even care if it's 4K? I mean, can you run YouTube Shorts in 4K?
I'm not sure.
Can you
I've never
upload
tried.
YouTube Shorts in 4K?
No, they're not in 4K. No.
That's what I
No,
figured.
I
right?
don't think
They don't
so.
look like they're in 4K.
No,
They don't look like they're in 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who cares? You know what I mean? It was a cute
Now-
trick that the Mini 3 Pro did. It's a cute trick, flipping the camera. But
I don't do it.
What's the point behind it?
Was it
I
needed?
mean,
It
what's the
wasn't
point behind
necessarily needed. Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
it? No. What's the
Yeah.
point? You know?
Vertical video. I mean, it's it's for that platform, it's okay. But so Lon, if you got and I know you got the Mini 3, I mean Mavic 3. So if you have the Air 2S, would people step up to the Air 3? Would it just keep the Air 2S? Or if you got the Mini 3 Pro, of course, that's a sub 250. And this drone seems to me like it's getting compared to the Mini 3 Pro more than the Air 2S. Kind of, that's
Which
kind of
shouldn't be.
it shouldn't be.
It's a totally
That's
different caliber of drone.
right.
Right. I think what it boils down to is individuals. The Air 2S is a decent drone, right? But I wasn't too geeked with the batteries. I wasn't too geeked with the batteries. And it's well known now that battery setup wasn't DJI's best idea, right? Okay. That's all. I mean, that they ran with it since the Mavic Pro, right?
Right.
And they realized that the rear entry battery is the better play. No one has had any issues with rear entry batteries in DJI drones, right? The Mavic 3's been out for over a year, right?
Right. No problem.
Right.
Yeah, going on 2 years, right? And
My batteries in my Air 2S swelled up. Yeah.
Yeah. So no one. I've not heard a single solitary complaint about the Mavic 3 battery. Period. So I think they got it right. And that's the way they're going to go forwards, it looks like to me.
Yeah, that's one of the first things somebody said on the leaks. They love the the rear battery, I think, and that's it seems like
getting better. Yep, they're getting better.
balances.
Well, they did it in the Mini 3 Pro, and now they did it in the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 3 Pro and the Classic, and it is better. No doubt about it.
It's better.
I bet you this Air 3 will have something that the Air 2S did not have, and that was a lot of people that were upset about the zooming and photo mode. A lot of people were upset about that on the Air 2S.
Yes.
I don't know why. I don't understand why everybody cares about zooming in photo mode.
There was a lot of instances where I couldn't get close enough
Just
where
to
the
get
zoom would have
closer.
been nice.
Yeah, just to get a closer shot. Yeah.
But
You crop it.
In post, yes,
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah,
Right.
For guys like me,
zoom
zooming is a lot
cropping.
easier. It's a lot easier. Come on now.
Digital
What's wrong
zooming
with
is cropping. It's the same thing.
You already know that.
It's
Matty don't edit, bro.
digital cropping, digital zoom. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
Except it does it for me.
No, it doesn't. You zoomed in.
It does it
Hey,
for me.
Herman. How you doing, Herman?
Yeah,
Cropping is easy, man. Come on. You can't tell me you don't know how to crop.
Let's see.
Stop
Here,
it.
let me
Who
get
are
this.
you talking to?
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, look at Marcus' comment.
Yeah, they were swelling, so they went to rear entry. See, the biggest positive with rear entry versus top mount is if it did swell, worst case scenario, you couldn't get the battery out.
Right.
No drones are falling out of the sky. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The worst that can happen is you have a hard time getting the battery out. With nobody's batteries
Sure.
popping off the top and having the drone fall out of the sky.
Speaking of batteries, the leak that those batteries charge simultaneously is also a good feature, supposedly.
Yeah, I saw that.
Same time.
I keep hearing that.
Okay. Let's
Now the big question is, Lon, do you know when it's going to be released?
Yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That's about as far as you're going to get.
I've heard the rumor. I've heard
Yeah.
when it's supposed to be released, but do I know exactly when it's going to be released? No, technically, I don't. I know when it's supposed to be released. The good news is that the FCC released it, which
Right.
there was a little bit of,
They've
let's
been
just put
filed,
it this
yes.
way. There was a little bit of nervousness going on in Shenzhen. there was a little bit of,
get it FCC approved.
Yeah,
They were just.
Can you imagine if it didn't get approved? Can you imagine that happening? But nothing would
Yes.
surprise me, to be honest with you.
Nothing would surprise me.
Right.
No, especially
There was a little bit of this. There was a little bit of just a little.
I can only imagine.
yeah, because we all take for granted that's not going to ever happen. But hey, a lot of we all think that it won't happen. But hey, it's very possible.
Well, nobody thought that they were going to kill Chinese branded drones in Florida for government agencies, and then it turned around and happened.
Yeah.
So at this point, you never know.
You never know.
Pretty wild.
So Matty, can they fly those right now? Do they have a cutoff date, or
it's already in law?
It's already okay.
Yeah, technically, a lot of them are breaking.
Are they shelving them? That's an answer for another. That's another conversation.
Right.
But they're supposed to.
They're supposed.
My understanding is not all of them are. And my brother is my brother's a firefighter for the city of Tamarack, and I'm going to tell you right now, they are not shelving theirs.
Well, I mean,
they can't find somebody to replace it.
You got to give them credit. Then you got to give them a lot of credit.
And I mean, first of all, what are they going to replace it with?
Well, the problem is these American enterprise drones are 3 times the cost and half the specs. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
they're horrible.
We got a celebrity, Jeff Norman's in the house. How you doing? And we got Lloyd, the grumpy vlogger. How you doing?
Charles Galinsky.
Yep.
So, Lon, are you getting the Air 3?
No.
I mean, only because you had the Mavic 3, so you don't.
Down.
He's got no reason to.
He's got no reason. I mean, it would be like driving a Hellcat and trading it in for, an RT Plus or something. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not doing anything professional where I need a backup drone. I hear people say that all the time. Hope you make a good backup drone for what? Flying in the park? I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Plus, half the guys that say that have 7 or 8 drones in boxes behind them on the shelf. They're like, "Oh, make a great backup drone." It's like, dude, you got a half a dozen backup drones.
Right, gotta have a backup. You gotta have a
backup. Backup to the backup to the backup to the backup. Like, no, it's a great drone. I'm sure that everyone that gets one's going to be stupid happy with it.
I'm hoping to get one one day eventually. I'm hoping to. As you all know, I had to sell my Air 2S, so I'm definitely in the market for one. We'll see how it works out.
Well, you're an FPV guy now, Matty. Let's face it, you're an FPV pilot.
Well, yeah, that is a rabbit hole we can talk about, I guess. It's a hole.
Yeah, Lon, what about the? I know the Avata, those props. Have you? I mean, what's your take on that? It doesn't seem like it happened recently to a lot of people, but it went through a little span there.
Yeah, isn't that funny? There was a little spurt of a bunch of people complained about it, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Yeah. I never had the problem, but I swapped my props right away just because I wanted red ones.
Right.
That's just the truth.
Didn't somebody just break? Whose was that recently?
Yes. Ken Hoffbauer split at the hub, but he had blue ones on. The problem was they weren't Master Air Screw. They were some name brand off Amazon.
Yeah.
Yep. But it broke at the same part, the hub, where the DJI ones are breaking.
But he was in only in sport mode, and all he did was go up. I mean, he didn't flip in manual or anything.
No, he just gave it throttle, and it split in two.
Yeah, and he said he was very careful with the tightening of it too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it did seem like it was a little spurt there when I don't know if it was a batch of them or certain but I don't know. It seemed like
it did seem like they were popping up quite a bit though at one point.
Yeah, because the Lexus. I mean, there was quite a few people that we knew that actually happened too. So.
Yep. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know though, man. I've not had zero issues at all, but
you're also flying.
I keep mine in a case too, and I keep mine in a case. Sometimes I wonder if it's people throwing them in bags and stuff.
Are you, Lon, are you flying with a motion controller or no? You all?
Yeah, I bought the regular controller, and I don't like the Avata on the regular controller. It's not a motion controller. It's not a the regular controller. I like the motion controller better. the regular controller. I threw it in manual, and I just didn't like it. I didn't think it was that great. I mean, some people like it, but I thought the original FPV was better in manual.
Yeah.
You know, this drone to me is low fast cruiser. You know what I mean? Running the gaps and running through trees and stuff like that. That's what I like the Avata for.
As it
Trying
was
to do freestyle and stuff. Doing freestyle and stuff really isn't its forte anyway, in my opinion.
Nope.
Yeah,
People try to make it do that.
My son-in-law flies with the sticks, and I haven't tried it. I mean, I like the motion controller too, and I mean, it's kind of what I got used to, and actually, I like it a lot. I mean, it seems like it's easier to me, but you know, it's definitely fun. I know that. And I'm like you. It seems like more people are flying. I say, well, it's not as fast as stuff Matty flies, but it's
well.
it's
I have a Cinewhoop too, a ProTech 35.
That's a different type of flying, right?
Right.
Yeah, but I don't like it either. When I fly the freestyle quads that I have, I'd rather fly those all day. I don't even fly my Cinewhoop much anymore because I just don't like the way it flies. If it's a totally different bird, it's totally different. Whether you're even if you're in acro mode, it flies completely different. It's wonky, it's slow. So I'd rather have the speed.
Yeah.
Now it's if you're doing a fly through of a building or something, that's where it comes into play. But other than that, it's no fun.
So, Lon, will they be a pretty soon? You think there'll be a different version of the new FPV, more or less like the first one, but maybe on a smaller scale? You know, like a 5-inch type drone or something? Or
maybe. You know, I want them to call it the FPV, the freestyle.
Right.
I want the third one to be called the freestyle.
Yeah.
I want it to be more of a freestyle drone. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And DJI can pull it off easy.
Have some carbon fiber in there, maybe instead of some plastic. It would be nice.
Yeah, maybe. Although people have the Avata is pretty tough. Okay?
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And if they use the same materials to make a freestyle drone, I think that would be good. ABG.
And a good thing about that freestyle type, it can be fixed a little bit easier, possibly than the DJI, POS is what they say.
Well, that was first gen, and it had its issues, but the bot is easy to work on. It's easy as heck to work on.
Yep,
it really is, and it's pretty tough, and they could just take those lessons and go to a freestyle drone if they want.
And you had the original FPV line. I know you sold it, but
so did DeMarco.
Yeah. I know DeMarco, he still's got it. He likes it, and he's still.
How would you know? He's flown it 5 times, probably. Knowing DeMarco, he's worse than you. He's worse than you. He's probably flown it 10 times total. I bet.
You got a hell of a deal on that, though.
I think I've flown a Avata every day since I've had it. I mean,
have you?
That Avata seems like it's a very, very rugged drone. It does.
Yeah,
it takes a beat and then keeps on flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've smacked it up a few times, man.
I've flown it with that motion controller, but if it's something I could get used to, then I would probably have a blast doing it too.
Well, I figured, I never flew it, but I figured if Barkley can fly it, I could fly it. Just saying.
Barkley can fly it, anybody can fly it, right?
I'll tell you, Barkley, I was amazed at how quickly he fixed electric drone. I mean,
he's a very technical man.
Fixed in 10 minutes. 10 minutes right in the hotel lobby, and it was flying again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're easy to work on. They really
are.
are.
Well, you had said that, yes.
Yeah, they're super.
They made it more modular, much easier. Swapping the motors out.
Very few screws too. I know a lot of FPV drones, home built, that are harder to work on than the Avata is. Some of those Nazguls and some of the pre-built, the Beta Flight cells or a couple of them iFlight cells, they're harder to work on than the Avata in a lot of ways. So
I'll tell you what, the Avata, though, Lon, I know you had, not that you've given up, I know you used to do FPV, and then you got the FPV, and then you sold it, and Avata is just, it's just so easy to grab that case, and you're out there flying in a matter of seconds. I mean, I see those guys come up with, I know, Matty, the backpacks, we laugh at them.
5, 6 drones on the back of the backpack.
It's a lot of moving pieces in that FPV.
Never mind all the batteries.
It is.
Yeah.
It made it easy, for a lot of people. I will say that.
Yeah, it did. All they need to do now, if they want to make me happy, is make the RC Pro fly the Avata. Then I'd be done.
And you don't have to wear the goggles.
I hate the goggles. That's my number one dislike of FPV in general. I don't like wearing the goggles.
No.
Yeah. And
you got situational awareness.
Do you have the Integra goggles, Lon, or you have the?
No, I have the Gen 2s. I
Okay.
got the goggles, the first goggles Gen 2.
Hey, Bill Thomas.
I had the Integras and I sent them back. I like the goggles, the first gen goggles better. They're more comfortable in my opinion.
All right, guys, let's do this. Let's do the
Gonna
baby.
start giving hints for the baby.
Oh yeah, let's do the baby. Guess this. I'm gonna give 4 hints, and we're gonna see who can guess this. And of course, the first clue is this could be a lot of people. The guy flies FPV. I mean,
I know who it is.
The next clue might, he has some facial hair. The next clue I will give, and I will say that some people may get this, may not get it. Fire.
Tammy. Jerry Bauer says Tammy.
Tammy.
It's not Matty.
No, not Matty, not Tammy, not Sergio.
Matty, you know who it is?
Nope, not yet.
The word fire?
No,
Not Rob.
Yes,
somebody
I
got
do.
it. Somebody
Yes, I
got
do.
it.
Yeah.
Who got it?
John
Oh,
Flynn.
John Flynn,
Media.
yeah. And
Congrats, John.
The next clue was a poster. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Scott Jackrabbit
Remember when
FPV.
his drone caught fire at the meetup?
Yeah. No. Well, yeah, that too, and the fire he lost the Mini 3 Pro in. So,
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
but no.
So you don't have a baby picture?
Oh yeah, we got a baby picture.
Yeah. Let's show it.
They guessed it before you even saw the baby picture. Not that that would help.
No.
I'm not sure if that would help.
This is see if you can guess who this is.
Somebody old. The black and white. Well, it's a black and white picture.
He did come to the South Florida drone meetup. Drove a pretty
Was he
good
in
way.
a wheelchair?
No.
Did he have a nurse?
Bob Casey?
No. No, it's not
Somebody
Bobo.
old. Wait a minute. This last meetup?
Yep.
Was that Sam Burns? No.
He
Al Durant.
No, he prints some stuff. 3D. Let's see. I mean,
B-Rad.
Brad? That's
no.
Brad?
Bill Ronayne?
I think he's from up around around New York.
Oh, Tony Faz.
That's who it is.
Yeah, now I can see it. Yep, I can see
Tony
it.
Paz.
How old is
Very
he?
cool.
Why he's got black and white baby pictures, man?
Tony is I don't know, right? Matty,
Tony's in his mid-50s, I would think. Early 50s.
maybe so.
Oh, really? Oh, that might be old enough then.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let's see, guys. I got some videos. People, let's see here.
Always good to see the videos. You want your video? Let us know.
Matty, I know. Tell us a little bit. You shot some fireworks. You
shot
actually
around them.
Yeah, you shot around them. That was
I had somebody ask me if I was in touch with the coordinator. And I said, yeah, the coordinators were us. That was actually shot in my front yard.
This
my
is
brother's front yard.
This is Jeff Norman. Jeff has sent this in. Ray, you flew with Jeff.
Yeah. Jeff is quite the drone pilot. No doubt about it. Oh, this is cool though, flying with the balloons.
Yeah. I think Jeff has sent me this last week.
Very nice, Jeff.
The space shuttle balloon. That's pretty neat right there. We used to have a balloon.
Where is that? Down in Pennsylvania or where? Jeff, you still in the chat?
Jeff was in.
Ooh, that music though.
Yeah. I'm sure I'll get a copyright strike, but
I tell you, going up in a balloon is so cool.
I've never been in one. I wouldn't know.
not for me.
Very quiet. You're amazed at how quiet it is.
Until that bad boy starts falling. Quiet no more.
Lon, I'm gonna show a little bit of this. I know you don't do a lot of stuff, but this is.
Oh Jesus! I was just getting ready to send you that link.
There you go.
Oh, I just started at the beginning. That tier that Russia sent us. It's funny how things change. At the beginning of this video, there's a tier of something, and Russia sent it to us after 9/11. It's a monument that they built. Yeah,
Really?
the very beginning of
Let me go back.
this
Right
video.
here?
That?
Yeah, I believe Russia sent that to us.
Looks like a big
after 9/11.
hanging in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know, right? It's supposed to be the tier of something I can't remember right now off the top of my head.
Oh wow!
But it feels. I'm pretty sure somebody told me that Russia sent that to us. I thought that was interesting. That's all.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting piece right there. And Lon, you shot this from your. I mean, where are you? I mean, you had to go a long way to shoot this, or this from your house? Or
No, we were all up the East Coast. Me and Billy.
Oh, okay, this is when you. Okay, I got it right.
Yeah, this is like Rhode Island, Connecticut.
And this is the Air 2S or the Mavic 3?
Mavic 3.
Yeah.
This is when you guys went on that boat.
Yeah, we're on the boat. We got like hours of dolphin shots. It was insane.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I got
that shot there. That's just on active track.
No, that's on lawn track, man. I don't use any of the.
Oh, really?
I don't use any of the automatic features at all.
Okay.
Ever, quite frankly, I should use them.
You stayed right with that boat. Nice.
Yeah, I've been flying for a minute or two.
Gotta love sport mode.
That's pretty neat. That's something. Wow, look at that right there.
Yeah.
Good looking footage.
We
man.
got really good shots from this trip with Billy. He got some crazy shots.
Billy did?
Yeah. You know, when we were on the boat, we let Billy do all the flying because we didn't want to try to be flying and landing 3 drones at the same time on a small boat.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, the South Florida meetup on Sunday, that SOB was chasing that plane with his Mavic 3. That was pretty wild. And he had it in frame pretty much the entire shot.
Ooh, Billy?
He was chasing sideways and around him instead of just behind him. It was a pretty cool shot.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Let's see, Matty, you had to do the little firework.
Yeah, I chickened out. I wanted to fly through them, and it was nighttime. It was hard to see, so I just did it. I went around them. Next year I'll do it again.
Matty, congratulations! You hit 1,000 subs. So yeah, I want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
That's a big accomplishment. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
What was you flying here, Matty?
The Nazgul Evoque, because it had LEDs on it, so I was able to have my sister keep an eye on it for me when I was up in the air.
So you shot that from your house, though, right, Matt?
This was from my brother's front yard.
Okay, yeah, y'all shot a bunch of fireworks.
Yeah, we did this was the finale where we did the 3 30-shot boxes and lit them at the same time. So, yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of fireworks to shoot off that night. A lot.
Yeah,
you had like a professional show going on there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
We had it set up in the middle of the street with the trailer, a 10-foot open trailer and everything, man. It was a lot of fun. We screw the pipes that you put those down to a piece of wood, 5 at a time. Yeah, and then the tubes for them. We screw them down to a piece of wood and set them in the middle of the trailer so that way they don't fall over or bust apart.
This is Dre. Dre sent. I pulled this off of Dre here. Dre Crawford. Ray is out in San Bernardino. Ray, yeah.
And he's flying the Mavic 2 Pro there. Okay.
Look at that. It's good to see Dre flying for fun. Look at that, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it not?
He knew how to fly.
I think this was a demo progress. Yeah.
Oh, figures, right?
He's probably making money. He's probably making money. If I know Dre.
They don't make dollars. They don't make sense as far as
right.
Hey, Dre takes his flying serious now. I'll tell you what.
He does.
But he enjoys it at the same time.
He does.
He enjoys it at the same time.
Ray, you
That's
got
nice.
to fly with Ray out there.
Yeah, Dre's a good guy. Yeah, it's my honor to fly with him. Yeah.
Bump it up a little bit. See what,
He's
Look at
all right,
that
I guess.
mountain range in the background there. That's cool.
yeah.
Money, money, money.
Ray, I saw Gary Silliman also flew with Al too, right?
I know. Yeah. Al.
They were in
looked up-
Gatlinburg together.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but by Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right. But
Wow,
of
look
all
at that.
places to meet, they each didn't know they were going there until a week before.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Guys, hashtag Lon and Matty to get a chance to win this Pro Plus 128 gigabyte card. We'll draw for that in a little bit.
Don't start yelling rigged if I win it.
Hey,
Yeah, it won't surprise me. I didn't enter
Right?
because
You have enough.
yeah. Yeah.
You got enough. How fast can you fill up one of those cards? If you're out, say you're out
5K,
flying,
At 5K 50,
right?
man, I'd say what, 2 batteries maybe?
Is that what you shoot in 5K 50 most of the time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
5K 50.
And you just let the video run constantly? Is that it?
I go back and forth,
You go
but
back and
I used to start and stop it for every shot, but
Right.
I kept missing stuff.
That's
You
what
know I
happened.
mean?
That's
So now-
exactly what happened. Yep.
This is Capt. Lon, do you take some short videos and stop it, or do you do one long now?
You
Or?
cut them
That's
all
what he
now,
was asking. Yeah, I just let it run now.
and then you cut it all into.
This is
Yeah, I
Captain
cut it.
Joe here. He's flying in Mandeville, right by the. Yeah.
I tell you, Captain Joe does a lot of flying down there, Johnny.
He does, man. Look, he's throwing out some videos. I know that. Yeah, this is on the lakefront by the Pontchartrain Causeway.
Well, now he's an Avada guy too, right, John?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there he goes. Captain Joe likes that Avada.
Oh yeah, before Amazon Day's over, if you want a 256 or a 512, 256 is $20, and the 512 is $40.
Lon, some people are asking, is a 512 too much? I mean, too big or no?
For a drone, yes. I put it in my tablet.
I got you.
And that way, when I transfer video, because sometimes when I'm traveling, I'll transfer video to the tablet just to look at it while we're at the hotel or whatever. That kind of goofy stuff. And it's nice to have more space in your tablet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know they got some great deals on Amazon for a lot of things. So hey, I know you probably.
I ended up getting an external drive from Samsung on this Prime Day sale.
Yeah,
$199 for four
Bluetooth
4 terabytes.
This is pretty neat. Waterproof anchor. It sounds really good.
I saw they had the Mini 3 Pro on Amazon's Prime for like.
They did, Matty, but I think it went up.
It went-
a few hours and then it went away.
It sold out. Yeah. My friend Steve tried to get it, but he waited a few hours and he missed it.
Yeah, you got to be on it when those deals come up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is drone flying with Uncle Bob, Robert Stewart. He did a little. Not sure where. This is He says thank you to the Los Angeles Fire Department. So got some nice views in here. I watched a few seconds of it.
Uncle Bob's another one who flies a lot.
He does.
Yeah, since he's
Look
been
at that right
retired.
Yeah, oh, you're retired, guys. So I work 10 to 12 hours a day, man. I walk in the door and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you get around. You get around. Hey, you go. You do more flying on vacation than you do at home.
Well, you got that right. Yeah, my drone just sits there when I'm not gone somewhere for the most part.
Yeah, I give you credit, Lon. You do get around. You travel,
Well, you know what? So regret is laying in your. You know what I'm saying? Just
Do it while you're alive, man.
Worse. Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, we found out. Look at Mike and hey,
Yes.
hey, life is short, and we take a lot for granted.
Hey,
You
Art.
can sneak
How
up
you
on
doing, Art?
Let's see. Thanks, Bob, for that. And I think we got.
Randy's asking if anybody knows Johnny's email to send videos in the chat there.
This was Matt Bagwell. Just did a little hyperlapse. It's pretty neat, a little short. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Billy loves to shoot the hypers.
Dude,
All the time.
Me and Billy had 3 drones up. He had 3 drones up at the same time doing hyperlapse.
I know. Even at the South Florida drone meetup, the first thing he put that drone up and he was doing that traffic circle, and I walked over there and it's like,
every time I looked at his his RC Pro, he was doing a freaking hyperlapse. Every time.
Dude.
Yep.
And he'll launch one. He'll have 2 or 3 up in the air at the same time doing hyperlapses.
Yep.
Yeah,
he trusts them. He trusts them, man. He
does.
He trusts them.
All right, guys, we got 38 entries. I'll give you a few. Hey, Lon, we can't go away without remote ID is coming. So what's your quick views on that? What you think?
I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people are trying to make it out to be. I think that the groups that are the loudest are the ones that are the least likely to comply in the first place. So I don't understand why they're like, and I'm not trying to pick on FPV guys, right? Because some of my best friends are FPV guys. However, a lot of these guys, they don't comply with the rules that are present now. What I mean? They're not flying with spotters. Their drones aren't registered. They're not putting registration numbers on their FPV quads. Come on.
Right.
They're not, or any of that.
It's always going to be like that. That's what's always going to happen.
And that's fine. We're a small group. Drone flyers are a small group to begin with. Okay. Right. We're less than probably 1% of the population, maybe even 0.5% of people in the United States have drones. Okay. Then you have a small percentage of that small group, right? And they're the loudest. They're running around. I'm not going to comply. It's like, dude, you didn't take the trust test. You didn't register your drones. You don't put registration numbers on your drones. You don't follow hardly any of the rules. You don't use that spotter every time you fly or any of that stuff. And that's fine with me. I don't care. But why are you worried about this rule?
I think the more that we bring it up, I think if we just let that date come and go, then it'll all be fine. That's just my personal.
I think it's going to be the same thing where they're only going to enforce it if there's a major issue going on.
Right.
Really. That's it.
It's going to be a secondary thing. You're exactly right. It's going to be something else to write you up for if something happens.
And who's gonna police it? So.
They don't have the manpower nor the.
But here's the deal: if they get a call on you, then you could, you could face some consequences. But hey, that do what's right for you. That's what I would say. All right, guys, let's draw for this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. Let's see who wins this. I'll get it out to you tomorrow.
Good luck, everybody.
Watch this.
Jeff Norman's going to win. No.
Hey, Jim's droning.
Going to Canada.
Hey, Jim. Congrats.
Oh, Canada.
Hey, Jeff, I tried to bring it, so sorry, it didn't work.
Try to bring it.
Was he allowed to win? He's in Canada.
Well, what he's going to have to do, Jim, I don't know. It's really let me see what it costs.
Yeah, last time I tried to ship something to Canada, I was like, bro,
I know. We were giving away the hats. The shipping cost more than the hats.
Yeah.
That was insane. I don't know what their postal service is up to up there, but it's
I know. I shipped. We shipped some stuff, and if Jim, if he's still in the chat, if he wants to, I can draw again. Or
he wants you to give it a God bless America.
Give it to Ronnie.
Ronnie, I'll get it. Ronnie messaged me on Facebook. I'll get it to you.
Very nice, Jim.
Yeah, guys, and you can even on Facebook. Let me know what videos you want out of your YouTube channel. It's just easy for me to pull it. Emailing sometimes is by the time I get it, because I always load them up before. But that's just the way I do it. But Brad said, it costs going to cost.
Makes it a little easier.
Hey, I'll get it to Ronnie. Matt, if you got Ronnie's there, or Ronnie can message me and we'll get it to him.
Yeah, I'll send you his information.
We'll give some more stuff away. I got 5 more of those, and we'll give them away. And
hey,
Marcus-Idaho Quadcopter. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
thank you, Marcus.
Marcus.
And-
Hey, Marcus, are you bringing Sarah to the next Florida meetup?
He wants to know if you're going first.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no, you don't.
Lon better be.
I
Lon'll
want to
be
know
here.
if Sarah's going or not.
Yeah.
That's what
All right, guys,
wanna know.
we've been on over an hour. I do want to thank Lon. Matty, I want to thank you so much for being on. It's been a while since you've been on, Lon. Thank you. I appreciate everything. And Lon is a double
Great
show
info,
tonight.
great info, Lon and Maddie.
Yeah, he is.
Double
Ken's doing a show tonight.
Okay, good.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so tune into that, and I do want to thank y'all so much, and everybody, thanks for tuning in. Next Wednesday, we're doing actually videos next Wednesday. We're not having any guests. Well, Jeff Norman will pop on. He wants to tell us something about some camera stuff on the drone. So Jeff will pop in for a few minutes, but send me your
Jeff
videos.
knows his stuff. He does.
Just kind
I
of
learned a lot from
video
Jeff.
appreciation. Yeah, we subscriber. We want to support everybody, so we'll do that next Wednesday night. So. Other than that, guys,
We'll see you
have a
next
great
week.
win. And Lon, thank you again. And Matty, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night,
All
guys.
right. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.